What's up, family? On this episode, we're going to talk about a few examples of the type of fixed index annuities that you can put together for your future. Lock in. So let's put it all together. So let's say we're tracking that S&P 500 index. Let's also say we have an annual reset. We also have a 50% uncapped participation rate. We've decided to use the point-to-point methodology. So if the S&P 500 is at 4,000 one year and the next year it's at 4,800, we've gained 20%. With our participation at 50% or one half, we've earned 10%. That is for the reset period. This is after 1 year inside of our fixed indexed annuity. Now, it is possible for the market to shoot up and our index annuity clients earn double digits, but it doesn't happen as frequent as we think. But now, if the market had went down from 4,000 to 3,000, the gain would have been negative and we would have not have participated in half of that downside. So at that point, we would have earned a whopping zero. At worst case scenario, we've earned a zero. So I've witnessed annuities earning 0%, but I've also witnessed them gaining 20% plus in 1 year. Now, this is not to be expected, but with the right setup, as far as uncapped and the right crediting method, you can earn that. Now, in example 2, we're going to talk about the Zebra Edge Index. Now, this is an index that does primarily track stocks, but it has what's called a volatility control. This means it can go into cash-in periods during high volatility. This also allows it to have higher participation rate than those things that are tracking the S&P 500. So just for the example here, let's say we have a Zebra Edge that is tracking a 3-year point-to-point. Let's say it also has 100% participation rate with an uncapped point-to-point methodology. Let's say by the time of this episode, the Zebra Edge Index is at 325 today. If in 3 years it has grown to 390, by the way, this is just like the S&P. If the S&P was up $4,000 and it goes up to 4,800, the 325 in the Zebra Edge, that's the index level. So the 390 in 3 years is what we would subtract from the 325. Future value minus present value equals 65. So when we take the total point gain, which is 65, and we divide it by the level, which is 325, this means we get a 20% gain over a 3-year period. But now we have to apply the other parts of the crediting calculation. So it's 100% participation and uncapped. So we make 20% over the 3 years. By the way, it's uncapped, so there's no limitation on the upside growth. But it is a 3-year reset, so 20% divided by 3 is 6.5 growth each year. Now, because Zebra Edge is a volatility controlled index, you do need to know that you have choices inside your fixed index annuity. You don't have to allocate all that money. What's common is we do see the Zebra Edge index with 100% participation with no spread, or a second option where you can get a much higher participation rate at 150%. This higher participation rate does come with a spread, so it's your choice. And on your contract anniversary or your reset, you can change how the funds are allocated. Think of it sort of like rebalancing possibly. So with the 150% participation with these same calculations, the index was 325 and grows to 390. We get the 20% gain at 100, but this time, since it's 150, we get a 30% gain. So let's say it was a 1.5% annual spread. So if you were to multiply this by a 3-year reset, it'll be a 4.5% spread. We would then subtract the 3-year spread from the 3-year earnings. So then it would just go from 30% to 25.5% over the 3 years. So in this example, because the index decided to perform quite well in the 3-year period, the option or method to choose the higher participation rate, the 150 with the spread, actually outperformed the 100% participation with no spread. Now, some people may say, Justin, I don't know what's about to happen. Let's allocate 50% of my funds to the one with the higher participation rate with the spread. And the other 50% of my funds, we can put in the 100% participation with no spread. Another option is to go to a different index inside of your fixed index annuity. So maybe 50% goes to the Zebra Edge and 50% goes to the S&P 500. This is just a hypothetical example of the indices that are out there in the market. Some companies that have Zebra Edge may not have the S&P in their marketplace, but other companies do. So maybe you put your money into a Zebra Edge in one company and an S&P in a different company. But just for this example, let's say we actually did do both S&P and Zebra Edge inside the same company and contract. When the reset period comes, we can reallocate. And we say, you know what, I don't know if I feel good about the S&P 500, or I don't know if I feel good about the Zebra Edge over the next few years. Let's say we want to move more or we want to allocate more towards the Zebra Edge. So the next reset period, we may go only 10% to the Zebra Edge or even go 100% to the S&P 500. We are just using these two for example. There are literally hundreds of indices you can choose from. Be sure to lock into this channel because we're going to take a deeper dive into these indices and which one would work better for your portfolio. My name is Justin Smith, and we'll see you next episode. Peace.